Welcome guys, welcome to another Falcon 4.0 tutorial by myself. My name is Fluffer. I'm with United Operations Air Forces. Just making a tutorial on air refueling. I told you guys I would do a video once a week on TTPs that include like 1 circle fight, 2 circle fight, going defensive when we get launched on, like by SAM sites. So on and so forth, close air support, suppression enemy air defenses, offensive counter-air, defensive counter-air. So I was going to take care of some of the basic level, I guess if you want to call it basic level techniques or procedures or how we operate. And the biggest thing that I get a question or a lot of questions on is aerial refueling. All right, so if you guys go to Falcon BMS and you go to tactical engagements up here, number 33 on the T builder is the refueling. Very important here that when you do select this mission that you actually slot into a flight. Otherwise you'll probably be taken in as a tanker, and that's no fun. So if you guys reference the flight plan here, we are going to be in trail. I'll highlight this. Alright, that is us. There's the airbase, and that's us. We're going to be starting off, I think it's about 5 miles in trail, give or take. I'm going to attempt to do a daytime aerial refueling and then a nighttime aerial refueling. I cannot talk today. Aerial refueling. I would normally restart this over, but it's like 3 in the morning and I'm just way too tired to do that. So let's go ahead and take a look at the loadout. Obviously we're not going to be fighting anything today, hopefully. Well, I don't plan on it at least. So it's a standard F-16 with 2 AIM-9 Papas on each wing and centerline bag, 300 gallons. Roughly about 8,000 pounds. Without the backseater, you'd probably get up closer around 9,000 pounds. So let's go ahead and go into game. I'll see you guys in a minute, and we'll talk about some stuff. Alright guys, welcome back. This is Fluffer here again, and we're going to be talking about aerial refueling. I'm back in game, or I am in game now. Let's go and tell our wingman to rejoin.
Cowboy 1-2, Cowboy 1-2, Cowboy 1-2, Cowboy 1-2, close up formation.
Using my
Cowboy
tracker pro
1-2,
clip on the hat,
way.
didn't feel like putting the tracker
2,
on. Let's go
closing up.
bring the gas up here a little bit, have around 250 knots. Make sure this guy rejoins. Do a close
Cowboy
formation
1-2,
refueling.
close up formation. 2,
It's been about a week
closing
since
up.
I've flown anything at all, so I'm going to be a tad bit rusty. There we go. Reset the POV here.
Cowboy
This guy
1-2,
close.
close up formation. 2, can get closer.
Yeah, but you can't.
2, in position.
Alright. Standard distance stuff. Let's go Cat 1 since we got only the center line back. Alright, so big thing here is you want to start off at about a 5-mile intercept. Or not intercept, but trailing. If you have not acquired the tanker, go ahead and call him up via radio. And the hotkey is F5, or I'm sorry, F6, or Y. And 1 for requesting fuel.
Camel 1-1, Cowboy 1-1, request clearance to refuel. Cowboy 1-1, Camel 1-1, clear to pre-contact position.
Alright, so we're clear to pre-contact. Normally, if you guys were flying a mission, you would have to set up your TACAN if he was on TACAN, or you could just call him up on guard, one or the other. Let's go and intercept him at about 350 knots. And standard formation is to rejoin off of his left wing, or the tanker's left wing. Let whoever is refueling before you get out of the way. As you see, our wingman here is going to be doing just that. We'll close up at 350 knots. Alright, so the biggest thing here is if you guys lock him up on the FCR left-hand screen here, I'll point it. You can see the radar contact. You guys at 22,000 feet. I'll be at 21,000 feet for the rejoin. And we're 5.6 miles in trail of him. Alright, so the closure rate, let's do about a mile every 30 seconds or so. The biggest thing here is you don't want to overtake him too much and having to break off, and it's bad news bears for everybody. right about now, let's go and open up the air refueling door as well. As you can see, we are in the ready position as far as being able to take on fuel. For the control setup, it's very crucial. I wouldn't say very crucial, but if you ever want to do this on a regular basis, you need a good stick with a good deadband. All right. The one I'm using right now is a Thrustmaster Warthog. I understand it's a little expensive, but there are some good Cytec controllers out there as well. But it's very crucial that your deadband, or if you have good control, that you do that as well. Pretty standard. So. All right, 3.5 knock miles in trail with him, 450 knots. Let's go and throttle back to idle, and once we get to about 2 miles, I'll go and deploy the speed brakes. Real world, if you guys were flying a real F-16 or a real fighter or another NWS or military weapon system, you would be calling them out, or you'd be calling them about 20 miles in advance, letting them know that you're on the way, and getting radar vectors from either AWACS or going to a pre-planned air refueling location. You would call them up. They would basically tell you that you're cleared into pre-contact, and then from there they would basically give you their speed call-outs as well. So they'll tell you the speed, altitude that they're going to be at, but typically it's fairly standard in real world. All right, 1.2 knock miles, throttle back to idle. Let's go and deploy the speed brakes. Check. Yep, we are slowing down indeed. So what we're going to do is we're going to rejoin off of the left side of the wingman, and then we'll scoot underneath him and get ready to take on fuel. Believe they're going to be about 300 knots, so you want to maintain about 30 knot overtake. So we'll hold at about 330 to 340 knots. Next thing that we'll be telling them is once we're set and ready to basically from pre-contact to go to contact position is basically ready to take fuel.
Cowboy, 1-1, Camel, 1-1, heads up, tanker is entering turn.
$330. Let's go and bring it down to about 320. They're going to be entering a turn here momentarily. Once they level out, I'll go to contact position. As you can see, we're in the wake of the other F-16, so let's go and... Like I said, 320, we'll hold at 300 knots. Try to maintain good formation. I suck at formation flying, guys, so 300 knots, give or take. Like I said, once we roll out, I'll go to contact position, refuel first, AI will take over second. I'm going to leave the tinker commands up so you guys can get a good look at it. Always going to be manipulating the throttle and the stick here. Trying to maintain good level turning radius with these guys. Try and get a little closer to the wingman here. You guys will notice on the fuel gauge that I'm making minor adjustments, very, very minor adjustments here. With this formation flying, it's very critical. Should be rolling out here momentarily. Let's go and prep for pre-contact. We'll go underneath their wingman here. Slow it down to about 295 knots. Yeah, we're lined up to the rear of the aircraft, or the tanker, which is the KC-10 platform. Very, very small, minor corrections. Let's see, we're gonna, once we get to, let's say about 500 feet or so, we'll do a 1 knot overtake. And we're rolling out. Let's Let's go and bring it on up. Level out, 302 knots, 301 knots. In the wake here. Let's go and speed up a little bit. Let's do a 5 knot overtake. Making gradual adjustments. You see the fuel flow gauge. Yeah, fuel flow gauge. There we go. Lots of turbulence back here, so take that into consideration. Once we get to pre-contact, which is about now, call him up.
Camel 1-1, Cowboy 1-1, stabilized and ready.
He's going to clear us in.
Cowboy,
right,
1-1, Camel 1-1, clear to contact.
Alright, so biggest thing here is that our wingman's off our left-hand side, and you're going to see that there are lights. Alright, we're going to try and intercept, basically keeping the green light, which is our attitude, and our forward and aft, which is on the right. Alright, like I said, maintaining 3, let's do a 1 knot overtake, and I'm always going to be looking up at this boom. He's going to come over to the left-hand side of the canopy and then to the rear. I'm never going to look back. I'm going to try and hold as close and steady as possible for the AI boom operator to connect. Alright, we're holding here since the forward lights are pretty much extinguished and we're contact. Alright, we're going to small minute corrections here. Try to maintain those 2 green lights. That's perfect right there. Small minor corrections. If you guys look at the fuel flow gauge, all right, we're a little high, so small inputs, very minute throttle. Go up a little. There we go. Always looking up. All right, with the exception of now. So let's look at it. We're at 4,100 pounds. We're connected to the boom. Our wingman sitting nice and happy off our 7 o'clock position. Forward L, up. Aft, throttle down just a tad bit. So 303 knots looks to be about the money shot of where we want to hold it. Very small minor corrections here. Bumping up the throttle just a tad bit, and then once we're level and green, we're going to bring it right back to where we were. We're always fighting to stay aft and so forward. Okay? Bring the nose up.
Disconnect.
5,400 pounds. I think we disconnected because we were out of tolerances. Let's go and reset and do it again. It's a good example here. Unless I'm done, which I can call done, but let's try and reset here. So remember, the magic number is about 300 knots. We're going to try and maintain about 15 knots slow of him. Let him get in front of us and reset.
Camel 1-1, Cowboy 1-1, stabilized and ready.
Call him early, let him know that we're on the way. Slow it down here. Get stabilized. 303 knots, like I said, 1 to 2 knot overtake, alright? Stay underneath him because the wake's going to catch you. And 301, we're slow correcting small minor inputs here. 304, 305, bringing it back down. We're always going to be slow. We're going to try and maintain slow. I already told them that we're ready for pre-contact. I'm going to try and keep the horizon line on the end of the boom here as much as possible while maintaining that overtake until I get right above it, or right below it, and then I'm going to scoot to the right of it. 306, 307, bringing the throttle back down. See how it says forward on the lights? We're going to hold it right here, 305, 304, connected. Just like that. Trying to maintain those green lights. We got about 2,000 to 3,000 pounds of gas left to go. Try and maintain this as long as possible. We got a turn coming up here. A lot of guys are going to need practice just getting the formation flying here. 1,000 pounds or so to go. 301. Trying to maintain center line here. 300 knots, slow, correcting. Just a tad bit up. Lots of wake turbulence out today. Yeah, we're a little fast, so let's bring it back down a little. 72, 600 pounds to go. Oh, I guess we're in a turn. Let's maintain this as long as possible. Slow, minor, slow corrections, right? We should be topping off here momentarily. We are really left of the center line here, but we're in a turn, so it's acceptable for me. Should be topping off here momentarily now. Oh, we're really high. It's power. Power, power. Slow, slow, slow. Correcting up. Maintaining 302 knots. This is a constant struggle to maintain good stick control and throttle control. Alright. 79. I think we are full. Let's go and disconnect.
Camel 1-1, topped off and ready to go.
That was a bad breakaway here.
Cowboy,
Oh,
1-2, Camel, 1-1, cleared to contact position.
Let's go and close up and reset here. We're going to be rejoining off of the right-hand wing. Alright, let's go and slow it down. Get a good look-see at the wingman here. Level out, level out, level out. Pull, 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 pull. There we go. Nice rejoin. Nice rejoin. Beautiful rejoin. All right, standard doctrine, left-hand side for the guys that are going to be taking on fuel. All right, right-hand side of the wing, the 3 o'clock or sorry, the 5 o'clock position. Once you're done and waiting for your formation to finish refueling. Let's go and turn off the HMS here, or HMCS rather. A little. Might even RTB. Yeah, let's go supersonic and RTB after this. Got a full load of gas anyways. Do we have a fuel imbalance? Is that what that is? External bag. Yeah, we're balanced. No worries. No worries at all. It's a video game. My main intent was just to connect. So. Got close to the stab there. The shaders on the horizontal stab, or the elevator stab, basically is really pixelated. I don't know what that is. Hope this isn't glitch. I hope they finish refueling here soon. Yeah, I think the tanker is glitched. See if we can tell them the RTB. They're rejoin. There we go.
Cowboy 1-2, rejoin formation.
Told them to rejoin.
Cowboy 1-2, on my way.
Cat flare.
Roger.
Pop some of those flares.
Cowboy 1-2, rejoin formation.
How far away is home plate?
Cowboy 1-2, on my way. Cowboy 1-2, Cowboy 1-2, close up formation. 2, closing up.
Whew. Just Bubba rejoin on me, and then we'll go Buster. Buster being supersonic.
Cat flare.
I see him. I see him. Come on, man, rejoin. It's taking so long. £7,200. Which tank is heavy? Alright, yeah, we're kind of front heavy, or I'm sorry, ass heavy right now. Let's go and speed up there.
Cowboy 1-2, close up formation.
Do 4 times.
2, can't get closer.
No, you can't get closer. Oh, shut up. Sticker's fault. Bullshit.
Cowboy 1-2, Cowboy 1-1. What is your location? 2 in position. 2, 8 o'clock, medium.
Did I break it? I done broke it. Oh well. Speed up. Samo, what's up, my man? About 79 knots. Burn as much gas down as possible. Once we get to about 20 miles, I will bring it down to about normal speed. And then we'll do if we're breaking a yada yada yada. Yeah.
Caution. Caution.
1,600 pounds of gas, 31 miles. Got plenty. Bring it down 10 knots, or 10 degrees rather. Sorry. What base are we landing at? Some middle of nowhere base. We'll make it 10 miles. 10 miles, 5,000 feet.
Altitude. Altitude.
I don't know if the tower's even set.
Cowboy 1-1, inbound for landing.
Cowboy 1, you are outside my airspace. Contact me 30 miles out.
Whatever. We're landing here. Tail. This will show off. Alright. Don't even know where the winds are out of. Well, this will be an interesting landing.
Cowboy 1-2, return to base. 2, heading back to home plate.
Speed brakes are out. Short final gear down, 250 knots, bring it back to idle. Speed brakes still out. We're going to be aiming for, what is it, 05 left, I guess. I'm not too sure on what the heading is for this runway. Yeah, 05. Alright, so we're looking at about 160 knots. We're really fast for the approach right now, but we'll do a 5-degree or so approach. There we go. Looks good. Localizer is good. 190 knots, bring it back to idle. I'm going to line it up with the center line here. 165 is our target. Throttle up. Right, start to flare. Throttle, idle.
No, I know that I'm not all that you got. I guess that I just thought maybe we could find new ways to fall apart. But our friends are back, so let's raise a toast. 'Cause I found someone to carry me home tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. Counting down tonight, just counting down tonight, counting down tonight, just counting down tonight. The moon is on my side. I have no reason to run, so will someone come and carry me home tonight? The angels never arrive, but I can hear the choir. So will someone come and carry me home tonight? We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun tonight. We are young, so let's set the world on fire. We can burn brighter than the sun. So if by the time the bar closes and you feel like falling down, I'll carry you home tonight.